It's time. It's time. It's Vader time. I don't know why. Remember that time that fucking Vader was being interviewed and that bitch was like, he like set it up and everything. He was like, you know what time it is? And she's like, it's time for you to. And he was like, I thought you were smarter than that. It's Vader time, and he runs the fuck away.
I do not know that.
Well, you should check it out, because, man, that chick.
Cringe?
That chick, I bet you was like, I'm an idiot.
I bet you in his entire career, having his eye poked out and all that shit that he went through, dying, that was the most painful thing.
He certainly thinks back on it, even though he's dead.
Yeah, he's like, man, that shit was cringe.
Remember that time that bitch didn't fucking pick up on my obvious hint that everybody knows?
Yeah.
Anyway, he's a guy that happened.
He had a cool mask. Anyway, it's a we're known for weird intros.
I don't know what the fuck that has to do with this video, but do look up Vader and that fucking cringe-ass interview.
Yeah.
Or promo, I should say. But anyway, we're talking about movies, so literally has nothing to do with Vader. And if you don't know which Vader we're talking about...
Definitely not Darth.
It's not Darth. I would rather see Garth Vader, which is just Garth Brooks, in a black bodysuit because he's too fat.
Damn, he is fat.
And Garth is fat, dude. And he's pretty cringe, too. But anyway, not like him. But anyway, let's get back on track here. Movies, we got some. Look, this is it. This is the haul.
I know you just got back on track, but I have to throw us off track for a second because I forgot to throw in something last time, and also got this Shin Godzilla figure.
Well, let's just hold on. Let's just pretend that this is a movie.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen Shin Godzilla,
it's a movie.
It's a movie that's really fucking good. Possibly the second best, if not the best, Godzilla movie.
No, but it's boring, dude.
Only losers think it's boring.
Yeah.
Losers with zero attention spans. Hashtag a ton of people on Facebook.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up, man.
And YouTube.
You know what I'm saying?
I got into brawls.
I'm all about you having your opinion. Don't get me wrong.
Dick.
But don't be a retarded chimp about a fucking movie either. As I am being one right now. Like, seriously? Really what you're saying is you have no attention span. Is what you're saying. Is what I'm getting from your rants. So anyway, I just kind of rail against them a little bit. Because I'm an idiot that way. Let's get back on track, man. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Shin Godzilla, it's a good movie. Check it out. There's a toilet, I guess. Anyway, let's move on, man. Now, this is a movie I got because this is going to be in the list. And I won't say the name of the list because I've mentioned plenty of them up to this point. But I'm getting closer to collecting every Blu-ray that I need on that list. And this is one of them.
Top 10 confectionery. Nope.
Woo!
Stinker. Now, if we were better YouTubers, we would delete that. But it's staying in there, baby.
Yeah, we don't edit ever, apparently. No. So, anyway, they did edit this movie.
Yeah, thankfully.
Which is good because it's great. And that's The Devil's Candy. This is one of those IFC produced movies, and they're doing a lot of good shit, man. You know, say what you will about IFC, and people do. And usually it's boring. Gee, didn't see that one coming. Yeah. Attention span of a gnat. The Crowd.
You probably hate Shin Godzilla too.
This fucking movie kicks ass, man. This is basically like a satanic suspense thriller. But it plays on the idea of, you know how kind of movies glorify the idea of a satanic pact? Like, oh, we're getting a benefit out of this. This is like, why would the devil ever give you anything?
That one down to Georgia.
It's really well done. It builds up incredibly well. I'm going to ignore that shit because I'm going to punch you later in the fucking gonads for it. But anyway, it's really well done. And it did it in a way that was very interesting because it gave you the impression it was going somewhere else. You know, its main character is a metal musician. So you're thinking, this is gonna go sour right away. But this is a really well thought out movie, and it's incredibly eerie and suspenseful. Pretty cool, man. I love that movie.
It's pretty good, but personally, I like Demon's Payday more. I want to get a drum so I can go boom dunks.
No, you already people are turning off.
Oh yeah.
The boom dunks would just ruin it. This is something they ruined in this movie is they took out the Baba Yaga sequence.
Dude, yeah.
When we found out there was a Baba Yaga sequence in this following movie that they took out, we were pissed.
You know that we're Hag fans.
Hag fans.
The top Hag, in my opinion, at least up there. She's got a chicken full house, dude. Is the Baba Yaga.
Yeah, she's definitely in the contention for top Hag. Baba Yaga is.
Baba Roga is up there too. But Baba Yaga is the top.
She takes
dog.
the cake.
Yeah.
But anyway, this movie apparently had Baba Yaga at one point. It's Dracula Untold, the most bloodless Dracula movie since, I don't know, Bela Lugosi's take. Apparently he directed it.
At least it's not boring though.
Yeah, man. Look, this was a surprisingly cool movie. This should have been the start of the Universal Monsterverse, whatever. What was it called? Dark Universe.
Yeah.
But like fools, they just ignored it.
Yeah, made shitty ass mummy movie. It sucked my.
Yeah, that was horrible.
And it had Russell Crowe in it.
This was really good, and it was super successful. So I'm surprised that they didn't do jack shit with it.
Yeah.
Really, although only time that whitewashing in casting has bothered me.
Dominic Cooper's in there.
Like, come on, man. These people are not Middle Eastern and or Eastern European. Anyway, whatever.
Nope, not going with the found thing that's real. We somehow have like 8,000 digital copies of that. I somehow apparently already gave Marcus a hard disk copy. So if you want a digital copy, you're gonna hit me up for that shit.
Free digital copy coming at you from Ultraviolet or that shit that don't work anymore.
Broken, yeah.
You know what does work though? This fucking movie in creating thrills and chills. This is a pretty cool movie. This is a mixture of folklore. This is like Irish folklore meets The Fly. This is a cool movie. Again, from IFC Midnight.
I don't want to say it. I don't want to derail you, but
you already have.
When you said that, the first thing I thought of was The Fly from the Jeff Goldblum movie.
That's
doing a river dance with the clogs.
Look, I'm not gonna say that would be the greatest film of all time, but in lieu of that, we have The Hallow. Unfortunately, lacking fly clogging. I don't know why there would be clogs, but there would be.
Oh yeah, there would.
But anyway, this is a fantastic movie, man, and one of those gems that I discovered by chance, and I was glad to get that pretty cheap. Next was something that was incredibly cheap, and the only reason I got it was because it was incredibly cheap, and that's Odd Thomas.
That was like $2 or something.
This is from Steven Sommers, the guy that directed the first two Mummy movies and G.I. Joe, unfortunately.
The guy that needs someone to rein him in a little.
Yeah, he is not good at restraining himself sometimes. But it's an adaptation of a Dean Koontz, the first book in the Dean Koontz series.
How dare you, Dean Ray.
Dean Ray Koontz, a.k.a. I look like shit without my mustache. This is an adaptation of the first book. And you know what? As far as an adaptation goes, it pretty much is the book. It's pretty much scene by scene the book.
That's odd.
So I cannot throw anything against it in that regard. However, the first book in the series is not the greatest book in the series. And it's still very fun, but I think the major issue with this is the cast. If you read the book, the casting is weird. They didn't pick the greatest people to play the characters the way they should have been played, with the exception of Anton Yelchin.
Also not great if there's ever a sequel. The guy's dead.
Yeah, there's not gonna be a sequel. It didn't do very well, and he's fucking dead.
Yeah, and Dean Ray.
Rip Anton. Anyway, next there are movies about the
dead.
So
Anton's in them.
I found these pretty fucking cheap. Paranormal Activity 1, 2, and 3, and Paranormal Activity 4. Still trying to get 5 because that's kind of one of my favorites. But I really like this series. I'm currently on a mission to get Katie Featherstone's autograph.
Pathetic mission, dude.
And it will succeed. But the point is, you're just jealous because you're not going to get her autograph, and I am. But
I just want to point out that you could just send it, but you keep talking about this plan.
Because I'm waiting, because right now she's at Texas Frightmare.
Oh, man, you know where she is.
Right now she's at Texas Frightmare. Specifically today, as we film this, she's at Texas Frightmare. So I'm waiting till afterwards, till she's collected her monies from Texas Frightmare, and then I can be like, now's my time. She's filled her coffers.
This is weird.
Now I can send my fucking shit to get signed for free. It's a ruse. Anyway, she's a fellow Texan, but she's kind of like one of the linking elements in this series. So She's kind of like one of those horror icons. Whatever. I like this series quite a bit. And, that's the thing. Except for the last, dude, the last one was shitty. What a shit fest, man. Last one was assholes.
Did it ruin everything?
Well, the good thing is that pretty much you could pretty much finish it at 3. 4 and 5 just add substance to it. And 5 has this stinger ending, which is like, damn, that's fucking cool. So you could pretty much finish it there. 6 just kind of is tying off some elements. But not the most important element, unfortunately. But, yeah, they just introduced shit that was not necessary. And then they depended a lot on CGI, which the series really hadn't done that much. And that kind of fucked it up. It's not a horrible movie. It's better than some shit we've seen. But
what you just said sounded like a criticism that most people had for this movie. But to those people, I say, you guys suck. This movie's actually pretty rad.
Holy shit, you got a good segue.
Oh!
You ruined it with that scream that ruptured my fucking eardrums.
Fun fact, ruptured your eardrum.
And the fun fact thing. Yeah, we were some of the few people that actually like Genesis quite a damn bit. There's nothing confusing about it. I don't understand where people are like, this is confusing, makes no sense. Shut the fuck up.
When I saw it, and I remember this was the first thing I told you, I was impressed by how much sense it made. Like how they tied everything into a sensical package that you're like,
yeah,
that actually makes perfect sense.
They actually go out of the way. Now it might not make sense if you're trying to shove part 3 and Salvation into it, because those are like, they're ignored in this.
Yeah.
It's 1 and 2 and then this. Whatever, I really enjoyed this.
The only thing that I have a complaint with is that it's not going to get to be finished. So there is some loose ends that are not tied off.
Yeah.
Like who programmed the Terminator and all that shit.
Yeah. Either way,
but that's people's fault, because they suck.
Yeah. Speaking of suck,
Jai Courtney does kind of suck in that, though. Anyway.
Well, he's a thing we saw act, right? Is that what it was he was doing?
Yeah. We loved him in Suicide Squad, too.
He's a guy.
Yeah.
Anyway, we were part of the sucky squad when we watched Clash of the Titans, though.
Oh, yeah.
We were like, this movie sucks.
We were like,
we weren't hating completely, but we were like,
that was
this is a fucking movie. But upon rewatching it, we're like, dude, why the fuck did we think this sucked?
The exact reaction was, man, at least they didn't have that owl, though. Now it's like, dude, that shit was pretty rad.
Yeah. This was a surprisingly fun movie, man. Fun is the name of the game here, and they provided it in spades.
Yeah.
And so check out our review of that when it comes out on our other channel, Half Dog Productions.
Had a cute ass Kraken.
Likewise with Wrath of the Titans, which same reaction we had for this one. Like, what? These are fun? We didn't know that.
We're not saying they're great.
No, but they're fun. Fun. I've been looking for this movie for a long time because it's one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm. And
you found a copy. Unfortunately, the disc scratched to hell and back.
Yep.
It looks perfect on top, but the inside is anuses. So I guess I'm still on the hunt. But this is a great movie. It was released exclusively to, what's it called? The Movie Gallery. So copies of this exist only in these rental versions. I'm trying to find a Blu-ray of it because that also exists.
Yes,
But this is from Eric Red, the guy that wrote The Hitcher and later went on to direct movies like Body Parts and Bad Moon, etc. Just one of the most underappreciated talents in horror, and he's always churned out some great movies. This is one of my favorite ghost stories. Check it out, 100 Feet. Awesome movie. And if you got a Blu-ray copy, send it to me. Blink.
Spooky ghouls.
Next is your shit.
Look, you just showed us the cutting edge of video. Actually, you ended with DVDs, so this segment makes no sense. But you had a bunch of Blu-rays, the cutting edge. Actually, now there's 4K, so that's not even the cutting edge. Anyway, you just showed us some badass shit, and now I gotta bring in some lame-ass VHS.
To be fair, it is
Godzilla 2000.
It is a cool movie.
Oh, yeah.
On VHS. Godzilla 2000, one of the better Godzilla movies. Look, we're not gonna lie here. A lot of the Godzilla movies suck major ass.
People complaining about the new one being boring. Watch some of the old ones, dude.
Yeah, there's some garbage in the past. Boop, stinkers.
Manila, dude.
But there are a lot of great ones. 1985.
Manila.
King Ghidorah, the three-headed monster.
He's a pretty cool guy here.
Mothra vs. Godzilla.
Now, are you in the camp that calls him Ghidorah or Ghidra?
I could go either way. It doesn't matter.
I prefer Ghidra.
One is Japanese pronunciation, the other one's American. So
yeah.
Fuck anybody that says I'm wrong. I don't give a shit.
True. This movie has one of my favorite Godzilla moments of all time.
Mm-hmm.
And it's when that guy is on the roof yelling at Godzilla. And for some ass reason, this massive monster hears a tiny human yell at him and goes, And it's
It is
cute.
pretty cute. Anyway, Godzilla's cute. So, that's menacing, right? This is a good movie, but you didn't buy it to see it because we don't even have a VHS player.
Godzilla
Though I
right
guess we should.
here. Godzilla right here.
Alright.
I'm gonna Godzilla.
Enough of this Godzilla. We're talking about this Godzilla, who is a little bit cuter than. Nah, you know what? That one's a little.
The new
cuter.
one's cuter, dude.
Shin Godzilla's hideous though.
He's fat. Oh yeah, I wouldn't touch him.
Next.
Oh yeah, it's me. Next up is a film.
Alright.
It's a film by a man that used to make films back in the day. Has a good hag in it.
One of the best hags.
Yeah, Sam Raimi's
Baba Yaga level hag.
Sam Raimi's Baba Yaga film. Drag Me to Hell.
Yeah.
It's basically thinner, only good.
Yep.
Because
That's the best way to describe it.
Thinner kind of sucked. I'm not gonna lie. It was fun, but it wasn't good.
Yeah. Next.
Next up are games because I don't have many movies this month, and I got these for free. So eat a dick. Attack on Titan.
Why are you making people eat a penis?
I don't
Come
know,
on.
dude.
It's horrible.
I'm just confrontational today.
Apparently.
Now, I hate anime.
Uh-huh.
Hate it with a passion. Well, I should say my experiences in anime have been ass. Mainly because everybody's always yelling. And there's always these weird...
As you scream, by the way, and tell
Yeah.
people to eat your dick.
There's always these weird-ass voices. I kind of want to do it, but it might be offensive. So I'm not going to do it. Point is, it sucks. But I actually kind of enjoyed Attack on Titan. I haven't finished the first season. But I saw like half of it. And the game's pretty fun. So eat a dick, I guess.
God, stop.
Also got this for free. Resident Evil 2. This is the remake of the classic Resident Evil. You know, the game series from Capcom that originated in Japan.
Didn't need that background at all, but okay.
This is a sequel to the original Resident Evil.
Oh, man.
It has Leon S. Kennedy in it. Anyway, I hear it's really good. Next up is Darksiders. Now, this is a series no one gives a shit about.
3 specifically.
Yeah. But I'm happy this series is still around. This game has some problems. It chugs harder than me on dick. But
What the hell?
but I enjoyed it, and I really hope there's another one. Because they need to finish that freaking storyline from the first one, dude. How the flip can you leave the first one, the game, in such a badass cliffhanger, and then risk never getting sequels for 2 games? It sucks, dude. Finish it.
Just because of that, they're not going to finish it.
I know.
They literally heard your rant. We're
I'm
like,
sad,
that
dude.
asshole. He told us to suck a
I just,
suck a dick, so we're gonna not.
I just
finish
want
it.
the freaking horseman to ride and be like.
Well, a lot of horsemen ride in this one.
Oh shit! Realistic ball physics too.
Yeah, lots of ball physics.
You know,
so now finally your dick quotes can make sense somewhat.
You know what doesn't suck dick? No, it doesn't make sense. This has two discs. Because, dude, the freaking dick physics, the dick graphics were so immense that they had to put them in 2 discs. One for each testicle. The install size is 200 gigs or some bullshit like that. Maybe not that much. It's like 150 gigs because of the high-res balls, the horse balls. And I can't wait to partake in some ball fun.
Just don't give up on it real quick.
I never do.
Hashtag somebody we know.
Yeah,
Anyway.
it's impressive. But
Well, you've attacked our viewers.
dude, I know that's let me just cap it off. I haven't played it because this is a game that I know is gonna take a gazillion years to finish.
Mhm.
And you know, it's one of those you gotta make time. I mean, I know I have time. That's all I have.
Yeah, that's literally all you have.
Literally have nothing. No ladies, no money, no health, nothing. Just time. But still, it's a lot of time, dude. Balls jumping around and shit. Gotta take my time for that. So I'm working my way up to that. So eat a dick, I guess.
Anyway, this was a video we did, I guess. Right?
Yeah.
You've successfully attacked everyone on planet Earth with your phallus.
Yeah.
And, you know, this is where we're at.
Yeah.
Anyway, let us know what you think of this lame-ass haul.
If you're still around.
Hit like, share, subscribe, and those notification buttons, because, you know, we're out, I guess.
Mm-hmm.